Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to FrameMasterVideos.com. My name is Andre. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to do a perfect star with a blowout. Remember, first you want to drape the client, put on a neck strip. One half of the neck strip goes under the cape, the other half goes over the cape. Always use a neck strip. This is sanitary and it protects the client's clothing. I want to go over my clippers really quick. I use one pair of wall seniors. I keep them the same way they come from the store. I don't adjust the blades on these ones. One set of Andy's Masters. I adjusted the blades to cut lower. In one of my other videos, I show you guys how to open them and set them up to cut closer. I use these to get rid of the lines from the T-outliners, the edgers. I use two pairs of edgers. These ones, I set them up to cut closer. Also, in one of my other videos, I open them and I show you guys how to adjust the blades so they can cut shorter. Also use another pair of T-outliners edgers. I keep these the same way they come from the store. I don't adjust the blades on these. And I also have a pair of wall detailers. I use these as my backup edgers. I use the wall shavers to shave and to make the ball fades and ball blowouts. I like these a lot because the screens on the shavers as well as the Norelcos, no matter what you use, they're always gonna break on you eventually. And on these right here, the screens are less expensive. Also, I use the thinning shears, 40 teeth, some scissors of course. The guards that I use for the wall are all of them, from the half guard to a number 12. On the Andy's Masters, I only use these 3 guards right here. These are the Speedo Guides guards. This one right here is the 00. We call it at the shop the number 1 because it cuts a little bit shorter than the number 1, the wall seniors. The number 0, we call it the number 2. And the 0A, we call it the number 3. Alright, so let's get started on the haircut. So for the top, we're gonna do the number 0 with the Andy's Masters. Like I said, we call it the number 2. You want to cut against the grain. So going back. Remember to always keep the client clean. Don't let them get full of hair. First, we're gonna do the number 2, even all around. Then we're gonna do a design, and then we're gonna give them a blowout. For a couple of years, I was struggling. When I would do a star, I would notice that sometimes they would come out good, and other times they wouldn't come out right. They'll come out crooked. And till finally, I figured out a way to get them right all the time. And this is how. So first, you want to make the top triangle. Then you want to make sure this line is straight. Then you want to make every triangle the same as the top one. You want to keep in mind every line needs to match. So this line needs to match the one right here. This line needs to match the one right here. And then you want to use the top point as your guide. And actually on hair, it's actually easier to get it perfect than it is on paper, because I know this triangle came out a little bit wider, so I will cut a little bit into it. And same with this one, I will cut a little bit into it. The main thing is to get this line straight. First, we're gonna do the top triangle. Now we're gonna do the sides. Remember to keep them straight. Remember to try to make all the triangles the same. Remember to have this line come straight with this one. Same thing over here. And these 2 points, they should match too. These 2 points right here. Okay, so this line connected with that one. Make this line the same as this one on top. Now, for the center, you want to make sure it goes straight with the top. We're gonna make it right here. Now that I have the star ready, want to look at it. I see that the top is a little bit wider, so I'm just gonna cut in a little bit deeper to make the triangle a little bit less wide. This is why I say that sometimes it's easier to draw on hair than it is to draw on paper, because when you're doing a design on hair, sometimes you can fix it by just cutting into the hair. To make this star look better, I'm gonna do a double edge around the star. Want to make sure these lines are straight. We're gonna add a few lines to the design to make it look nicer. When you're doing a design, keep in mind that by just doing some simple lines and adding more lines to it, it'll make it look nicer. It'll make it look like a little bit more complicated, and it'll look better. Now we're going to do the blowout first with the high half or high zero. Push it back like this. Now I'm gonna set it up on low half. For the sideburns, I'm gonna use the low half with the half guard. Remember the same steps that we take on the left side, we're gonna do them on the right side. Now we're gonna use the high zero with the wall seniors. And we're going to use the low half. Remember when you're cutting to come out in a circular motion to blend out the lines. Now we're gonna use the number 1 guard with the wall seniors set up on high, the 1.5. Now set up on low. Half guard, set up on low. Now set it up on high. Now you always want to check with your mirror. Now I'm gonna use the 1.5 over here and bring it up just a little bit. Now on this side, I'm gonna bring this a little bit lighter with the 1.5. Now with the low 1. Now we're gonna do the back. We're gonna fade it out. First using the edges, the ones that I kept the same way they came from the store. I didn't adjust the blades. The reason you wanna use these, you wanna have a pair that you don't adjust the blades, is because if they had the blades adjusted for the back of the neck, it might hurt the client. So you always want to have a pair of edgers that you keep the same way they come from the store. Now we're going to use the wall seniors set up on high, the high zero. We bring it down, low half, the wall seniors. Now with the number 1 with the wall seniors set up on high, the 1.5. Now set up on low, the low one. Fade in the inside of this right here to make it look a little nicer. Now I'm gonna do the shape up for the back. Like I told you guys, I use the edges, the ones that I keep the same way they come from the store. Notice how now for this part, I'm gonna use the comb to keep the hairs down while I'm edging them. For the shape up in the front, I'm gonna use these edges right here because these might be a little bit too sharp for him and I don't want them to bother him. When doing this part, remember to use the corner of the blade. To do this part right here, you can use the eyebrows as your guide. You don't want to go past the eyebrows. I'm bringing the sideburns up to here, right below the ear. When doing the shape up, remember guys not to push it back too far. For example, for him, some barbers might take it all the way up to here to make it look really clean. You don't want to do that. Just bring it up just to like right here, and then if the parents tell you to bring it up higher, then you do that. But don't push the shape up back thinking that is the best thing for the client, unless that's what they want. And always, you want to stand behind the client and look at the mirror and see if it's straight. Now I see that this corner right here, I need to bring it up just a little bit. Notice how the shape up looks pretty straight right there, and I have to bring it all the way back here. Imagine if I would have brought it all the way back here, it would have been too far back. Alright, so keep that in mind. You don't want to push the shape ups back too much unless the clients ask you to. To make the design stand out more, I'm gonna go over it with the blade. Like always, you want to change the blade in front of the client. This is how you hold the blade. The thumb here, the pinky here, and 3 fingers here. And then with the other hand, you want to hold a comb, not a brush, because the comb, we keep it in the barber side and it's always clean. The brush, you know, it gathers up hair, so you don't want to use that when you're shaving somebody. Notice how I'm stretching the skin with this hand. And you want to use a black towel to clean your blade. Don't clean it on the cape. Don't clean it on your shirt. That's not professional. Notice how I left the shaving cream and stay on the hair for a couple of minutes before I pass the blade through the design. The reason for this is that you want the pores to soften up before you pass the blade. Notice the way that I'm stretching the skin so I can make the lines precisely where I want them to be. Now I'm going to flip the blade. Keep in mind you always want to be working with a sharp blade, because if not, it can hurt the client and even cut him. When you're not working with a sharp blade, you're gonna apply more pressure just to cut, and that can actually cut the client's skin if you apply too much pressure because you're working with a dull blade. Just going over the design, this is actually the easy part. I'm actually going over the shape up too with the blade as I'm doing this.
I like to smell that.
Remember to always keep the client clean. So now we're gonna be applying color. There's two ways to add color to your design. One, you can use a pencil eyeliner, or you can use a semi-permanent color. Today I'll be showing you guys how to use the semi-permanent color. I'll be showing you guys how to color it with the pencil eyeliner too. All you do, very simple, just go over the design with the pencil. This is how you apply the color. It's the fastest way to apply it. The only bad thing about it is that as soon as water hits it, it's gonna be gone. Alright, so as soon as the client takes a shower, as soon as he shampoos his hair, the color is gonna be gone. So this is good if you're taking a picture for a poster or a flyer, business cards, whatever, or if the client has an event that day, it's good. However, if he takes a shower, the color is gone. When you apply color with the eyeliner, all you do is you apply the color and then you spray it with Pump It Up or with hairspray. You spray it with any whole spray, but Pump It Up is pretty strong. I recommend it. And then what happens is it holds the color so it won't rub on anything, like in the car or whatever. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to apply semi-permanent color because that one lasts a few days. So this is how you apply the semi-permanent color. Just take a small brush. It's always good to have the knowledge to know how to apply semi-permanent color because this will last a few more days compared to just pencil eyeliner. Since I'm going to apply a different color, I need to rinse this off. Now this is another semi-permanent color. This is a bright yellow. When you're applying color, make sure you bring it all the way down to the scalp, okay? That way it'll stay in the hair. It'll hold for a couple more days. This semi-permanent color, you don't have to mix it with anything. It just comes ready for you to apply it. Like I always say, you always want to show the client the mirror. Check it out, Tito. What do you think? Like it?
Wait. Let me see.
You like it?
Yeah.
Alright. Show that.
How can you do that magic?
That's how I do, Tito. That's how I do. So here you have it, guys. A design, how to do a perfect star using semi-permanent color. For videos like this and many more on how to do every type of haircut, any type of style, on every type of hair, check us out at famemastervideos.com. And remember, practice makes perfect. So keep on practicing, guys. Peace.
Yes, because I just want you to turn the chair around.
Oh, okay. I
He
got you.
doesn't want to face the camera.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, right here.
Big Master is the best barbershop in Tampa Bay.
You guys heard it from Tito. You already know. Check us out, famemastervideos.com. You don't want to say it to the camera? Alright, but say it loud.
It's not recording. It's not recording.
Go ahead, say it loud.
Big Master is the best barbershop in Tampa Bay.
No, say one more time. Yell out.
Oh, really, dude?
Yell it out. Yell it out. Come on, Tito, man.
No, I don't want to yell it.
One more. Last time. Come on.
No.
You're my friend. I'm giving you a lot of gum. I'm gonna give you a lot of gum. Hold on.
I don't want a lot of them.
Come on,
Oh,
Tito. Don't be like that.
already